to Hockey Town. It's a place where dreams are found. We fought so many battles here, and we're the ones that they will fear. The club resides within our town. We won't stop, no letting down. The cup is ours, we're all to drink. It's our town, let's have this ring. Hey, Hockey Town. Not alone, just look around. Hey, Hockey Town. Let's hear the sound. Turn, the buggies drop, the people burn. Flesh speed, some brilliant daring. Red lights flash, the horns are blaring. Hockey Town, our hunger's fed by our men in white and red. They dazzle us before our eyes. Lord Stanley's Cup, we have the prize. Hockey Town, not alone, just look around. Hockey Town, let's hear the sound. Hockey Town, play hockey.
Professional outfit here.
There we go. And the option just went. So it wasn't my fault this time, guys.
No, you shut it off at the arena.
No, I shut it off from here, not on the program. So that wasn't my fault. It was just sorry about that, guys. That was just a technical difficulty. But anyways, let's restart. How was your summer?
It's good. Just stay busy, working. Getting into the season, doing a lot of training.
Definitely got to stay out of trouble too. So.
Yeah.
And then back to our very important question coming from Scott Farquhar. Who cuts your hair?
He's related to the person that cuts my hair, so he should know who does that, but he hasn't been doing his job in the past few years.
Well,
you're gonna have to fire
I guess we need to get her on the show next time, right?
Yeah, we'll have to do an intervention or something.
With you being the hometown hero, basically, to us, you grew up in Port Huron.
Yep.
How are you taking that? Really use this as a confidence into your second full season with the Flowers?
Right. And just watching, the past pro teams, always being around the rink, watching the guys putting on the work and everything, and all their work in the community, it just gives me something to give back to what started it for me too. So it helps out the community, just a full circle.
Which is we're glad that you came.
Yeah. Glad
Um,
to be here.
Where did this all start for you, Jim?
Well, just from a young age, and you can't remember everything from a young age, right? But you hear stories of, being 2 years old, getting on skates, skating on the river, having your parents take rugby games so you can just watch that later on when they're not on the team. It just starts at a young age, knowing that my brother played, my dad played, every one of my relatives played. But I think it's just in the blood.
And then you went on to play juniors, I believe, in Colorado.
Yep, and I also played in Ontario.
So you definitely have a well-rounded background.
Yep, I've seen a lot of North American countries and states.
How going to Canada? How did that really affect your play?
Well, they play a little bit differently than we do. They play, it's less finesse, it's more hard work, battling for the puck, all that stuff. So it's a different style of game. You really gotta keep your head up over there.
Yeah.
I got a question from Matt Graham. He says, speak up and lean into the mic that it's hard to hear you.
Turn your volume up, Grandpa.
I think we're gonna have a little bit of a feud later, are we?
Tomorrow.
Oh, we knew he was going to chirp you this week.
I'm just waiting for something more of a serious comment though from him later.
Yeah. Except Matt Worst must be watching.
So, I guess we need to get Worst back here and back on the team.
Yeah, he actually lived with me over the summer, and we got to know each other pretty well. And he's a fun guy. Oh, there he is. Yeah, he always has his quick wits.
Definitely wouldn't miss it, huh?
No, he would. He told me that.
So it seems like you two definitely have that deep connection.
Yeah. I mean, when you live together with somebody for more than 4 months, you learn a lot about them, and you learn to deal with them pretty much.
All right.
Not like them, just deal with them.
So that brings us into what we usually do, the rapid fire questions, while we wait for more questions from our fans.
Right.
Our first is, what is your favorite hockey movie?
I don't know. I have two. I think probably quote the movie Miracle word by word. So that's got to be up there, and then the old classic slap shot. Playing in the Fetterly. You gotta love it.
All right. What was your favorite team to watch as a kid?
Definitely the Red Wings. At 2 years old, I could rattle off the whole 1998 roster, for what position they played, where they were from, whether they played junior or from overseas and whatnot.
So you definitely could, if it was a career, just name off the stats.
Yeah, it was a big stack guy, huge stack guy, still is.
What was your favorite team to play with?
Well, you have different years and different people come into your life, and every year's different, so I can't really pick out one. Being in Colorado was a good experience. I had a good coach who was a long-time pro and taught me a lot about not just hockey but life, and it was an enjoyable place to play. New things. Colorado's a crazy, ever-evolving country, pretty much state, and so it was definitely good to go out there and experience new things. But then I had a lot of good coaches in Canada. I had 3 different ones over there. Some guys played pro, so it's always good to learn from those guys. And then coming here, you meet guys that have been to Slovakia or Italy. We have this year, Finland, Czech Republic. It's just a culture melting pot. So it's good.
Big Boy Restaurant wants to know, besides hockey, do you play any other sports?
I attempt other sports. I don't play any sports anymore. I did some softball in the past few summers. Wasn't the greatest, but you gotta get up there and try a few different things once in a while, right?
You got another one from Crystal Lager. What do you like to do after a game to help you unwind?
Well, when we were on the road last year, me and him were paired in a room always, so we would put on some, what's it called? It's the ghost story, where they go in and they talk to ghosts. Like, not Ghostbusters, but,
Ghost Hunters?
yeah, Ghost Hunters. Yeah, we turn that on, and, you gotta get good scared to unwind.
All right. So let's get back to rapid fire questions really quick. Your favorite player to watch as a kid?
Steve Eichmann, and it's so funny that my mom always said he was my real dad. So he got lost in the mail somewhere. But him, he was just an all-around player, leader. So it was just a good role model.
So what are your thoughts on him coming back as general
It's good.
manager?
I mean, we're already moving in the right direction. Young guys are coming up. You know, it's not the old timers game anymore. It's young, it's fast, it's evolving every day. Guys are learning new things about the game. It's just crazy how fast it's going.
All right. And what is your favorite player? Who was your favorite player to play with, formerly or currently?
Well, I have a few. In Colorado, I played with two guys that we found each other's chemistry right away, and we put up a lot of points early on. It was just nice to have, and it helped kind of settle me into being away from home for the first time, really, and all that. So it helped out there. But here, I mean, you got guys like Matt Robertson, who's played 500-year games in pro, which is unbelievable. And then you have Joe, who just does everything and has an answer for every question, right? So, and Matt's very talented in what he does, whatever he does. But yeah, you got a lot of good players over the years. It's hard to just pick out one.
Right. Guys?
Okay. Dylan Barr, what's your spirit animal off ice and on ice?
How long did it take to grow?
Yeah, how long do you grow this
Off ice spirit animal. Can I say a cow? I like to sit around and relax when I have my downtime. And on the ice, I don't know. That was tough. It's like a little rabbit, but it's like a big rabbit. It just runs around and eats everything. And my hair's been growing out for 2 years. It started my first season.
So that's definitely become your signature here, unfortunately.
Apparently, yeah, it has.
Any advice for young hockey players?
You know, just you gotta put in the work. Really, it's not something that a lot of people can just pick up and be like, "Oh, I'm really good at this. Wow, okay, I don't have to do anything to become good at this." Whereas a young kid, you know, you gotta start from, you know, shooting pucks in the driveway, stick handling every day, even running, conditioning. But that doesn't mean go out and kill yourself 7 days a week, running, lifting, and doing all that. You gotta find a complete balance of skills and training.
All right. That's definitely great advice.
I'm not sure where that question came from.
It's a picture of a funny account.
No, the advice one.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that's definitely a good question, though.
Oh yeah.
And then,
Favorite color?
Oh, I'm a big blue guy, if you can't tell. I always wear blue of some sort. It's only color I really like. I don't dislike any color, I just want to like.
Favorite music?
Music? Lately, it's been country. I've been into a lot of country music. But, you know, the standard modern day kid, you listen to rap, hip-hop, dance music. But country's been good right now.
right, and it seems like it's been that way, especially since Old Town Road came out there.
that song was good for about 2 months.
It was like, no.
Yeah.
Favorite non-hockey related movie?
Anything really Will Ferrell. Like, Will Ferrell is just unbelievable for me. He can make me laugh any day of the week.
Again from Bristol, who has been some of your favorite teammates to play with, and why?
Well, I have a few from last year. Matthias Tasic, he's from Czech Republic. This was the first really European kid I got to actually meet and kind of understand, really. You know, a lot of people over here, they speak a lot of Kaz had a really good background in English, playing in Canada a couple years before. So we actually, we hit it off, you would say. But we became really good friends. We actually shared a seat on the bus, which nobody else does but us. Matt Robertson's another
his mentors.
I think I have like 23 total pins. So,
So was Joe's the one we should have asked that question?
yeah.
Sorry, Joe, but
I think it
Well,
might.
that question didn't come in when Joe was on the show.
But for future reference when he's ever back on, right?
Yeah, there you go.
And you said liar.
I did take a lot of penalties in mentor, but that was just for fun, I think.
You just wanted to get the people down. You just wanted to get to know the people down in Ohio, right?
Yeah. Yep, and I've only been suspended for one game so far, and that was in Carolina.
Well, the Carolina, they just love pushing one, so.
First game of the year. What am I supposed to do? I got suspended for the second one.
You had to put your place. No.
Yeah, make a statement.
On that note, who are you choosing to go all the way and win the Stanley Cup this year?
There's a couple of teams that in the past, 4 or 5 months have like really revamped their rosters. I'm not going to say Detroit because they have revamped their rosters and they're looking very well.
Something like that.
They're really good. And then you have Carolina, who they just discovered as their captain and leader, Mr. Game 7. They're 5-0. So I don't know. I like an underdog story, so I think I'm going to take Carolina.
Dylan Barr wants to know the best trip you've ever received.
Oh, I don't know. There's been a lot. I mean, an easy target, right? Actually, it was my first year in the league. We were playing Danville at home, and we played here for a year. I can't remember his name, but I was skating off with Matt Beer, and he asked him if it was Bring Your Child to Work Day. That one was pretty good. I didn't have anything to come back on that one.
I believe that would have been Harris because you did have a thing with him back in the day.
No, it was Coleman.
Oh, Coleman, yes.
And then the obligatory stupid question that Chris always puts in these.
I have to know.
Who are you choosing as the FHL champion?
Well, with this being like an expansion year, I mean, you got brand new teams, and you have guys from every roster on every team, even ours. Like, we have guys from everywhere. So you'd have to see it. I'd give it 10 games, and then I'll be able to make my full opinion on this. But other than ours, obviously, Georgia has a good chance. They have a lot of good established players from the league, and also Watertown is still pretty strong. Carolina, I mean, I think they're on the downfall, but they can still be pretty good.
It must be nice to have Watertown coming here more than recent seasons.
Yep, we did get snowed in there one time, so I don't want to do that.
Nick Robbins, who also just happens to be one of your best friends.
Yeah, it's a good buddy of mine.
He's choosing Delaware.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good choice, too.
Oh.
He has his own opinion.
All right.
Kevin Samuelson just saying hi and
Yeah, Kev's a big fan of us. We like seeing him down at the games, banging on the glass during warm-up. So, shout out to Kev, being there for the boys every game. We appreciate it.
And I know he also asked, so when do they expect to have the cup back in Cornell's hands?
We hope for this year. If not this year, we hope for next year, right?
Right.
That's the ultimate end goal every year.
All right. We'll be back shortly after these messages. This one is by Crystal. She's asking for the
Guys, this is Crystal from the Port Huron Prowlers. Back behind the scenes. I am looking for a set of fans or mini fans to help donate to the bus goods. We are looking for things like cases of water, fruit snacks, granola bars, nuts, chips, pretzels, anything that you can think of that is a fruit snack or any type of snack whatsoever. I'm wanting to include everybody in on this. We aren't going to do player adoptions this year. I want to get everybody involved. So, If you would like to be a part of that group and would like to donate things, please, please, please get in contact with me. The first bus trip leaves out next week, and I want to pack that bus. Thanks for joining, and find me on Facebook and send me that message. Bye, guys.
At Big Boy, we've got lots of omelets all day, every day. Like the meaty meat lovers, savory southern, or hearty Denver.
We just need to have you on every show.
It's your Big Boy.
We'll just petition Joe and Matt.
Here's Robert.
Oh, not really. We got the meat. Oh, the wrestling tomorrow, guys. You're on the wrestling.
Hey, there you go. Joe and awesome idea.
I can't believe I let myself.
I saw the comment and I wanted to know.
That one
I'm not gonna be.
More specific.
I try and help them out with their meals every year by harvesting one deer.
All right. And we're back. Let's get the questions back up, Mike.
Working on it. Pre-game meal / ritual.
Pre-game meal. Depends. Friday I do a little bit than I would Saturday. Because Friday we don't have a morning skate, so there's that in there. So I normally wake up, have at least a cup of coffee before the skate. Go home. I'm not a napping guy. I don't nap before games, but I definitely just hang out, relax, get focused. And my mom actually makes me chicken and rice before every game. But this year we're gonna switch it up. We're going to sweet potatoes.
Gotta have those sweet potatoes.
Yeah.
And then,
Besides McMorran, what's your favorite arena to play in, or you've played in the past?
I played in the Colorado Eagles. They're now in the AHL, but when I was there, they were in the East Coast Hockey League. We played one game in their arena. I can't remember the season. Yes, but 15,000, and we had about, I think we had 7,000 here, so it's like half full. And it was a pretty cool game. We played one of the local rival teams that we had close by in Cheyenne, Wyoming. So it was a cool game. It was really loud. And we had video up on the board like they have in Elmira, but they had crazy camera angles. But it was cool. It was really a cool rink to play in. Another one that I played in was in Ogden, Utah. It's where the 2004 women's ice hockey is played. And the back side of the rink, it's all windows looking out into the mountain. So it's pretty breathtaking when you play a day game. You can't see it at night, but we played at some 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock games there. And it would just be so bright because it bounced off. But it looked awesome.
What's one of your least favorite arenas?
Actually, Berlin, when they were in the league, that rink was so cold, so small, you could hear a penny drop and it would echo.
oh,
It was really tiny, and it was like a tin box.
so everyone was just like right on top of you, though.
Yeah.
About that too, so you played games out in states that normally don't see hockey or not seemingly a hockey hotbed.
Right.
Like Montana and Wyoming. How was it going out there to play games in those kind of states?
it was different. Like the fan bases are different because of the demographics, and obviously they said it's on the topic. Like Colorado, surprisingly enough, they have a crazy amount of support for hockey. Their youth programs are insane. So when we played home games, and there was 2 more teams in Colorado, they were pretty good. Like they were regular hockey games. Then we would go to Cheyenne, Wyoming, and those people are crazy. They had a drum line, but they used 5-gallon buckets, and they would just bang on the drums all game. So it was like playing in Europe, where they have all the chants and stuff. And it was a different atmosphere to play, but it's definitely different. But it's cool to have that kind of diversity when you go from rink to rink, and especially if you're the home team, to have that different atmosphere, it definitely gives you an advantage.
So it's more like a Vegas kind of feel, because especially in their first season, they have that huge drum line.
Yeah, well that's cool, but they don't do it during the game, right?
Right.
These guys are going the whole time. It's crazy. They're actually nuts.
Talk about hometown advantage.
Yeah, right.
You guys are currently in training camp right now.
Yep.
As a returning player to the roster, and basically have your spot guaranteed now, who is, out of the first time campers, basically, who has impressed you the most?
Well, I mean, we signed a few guys that are from Europe. We have 2 guys from Finland, who's a D and a goalie, and then we signed a forward from Italy. And they're pretty good. Like the defenseman from Finland, Larry, he can skate and shoot. He's going to help us on the back end. The goalie, I mean, if he works his way into a spot, I don't know the exact situation with Ray. So if he works his way into a spot, he can definitely help us. And the Italian, he's a big, strong guy, and can get in there, get the puck, get it to the net. But those 3 guys are pretty much standouts for me.
And with that, who would you like to play with most out of those players?
It's hard to say right now because we're not really in line, so I can't really tell. But off the ice, just guys, it's hard to say because there's guys trying to make the team. They're trying to prove what they can do. So there's not a lot of chemistry going around the room right now. I mean, guys are starting to we've only known each other for 2 days, right? So it's hard.
And, especially with the new guys just coming out of the free agent camp.
Yeah.
This previous weekend. So going for the extra 2 days ahead of you too. That's.
I played in both free agent games, so I can feel it.
So it's definitely gonna pay a toll come Friday.
Yeah, the weekend's gonna be well deserved.
Yes. With your first game up being on the 26th too, are you excited to play back in Danbury?
So when Danbury, I played in the league when Danbury was in the league, but I never went to Danbury. So I've actually never been there. It'll be my first time, and I'll actually be playing against one of my good friends, Cass, for the first time ever. Well, I mean, I played against him, but since we've met each other, it'd be the first time we've seen each other. So I'm pretty excited. I told him we have to give him a show at center race. But I don't know if he's gonna be ready.
Friends make the best rivals.
Yeah, they do.
For our next question, it's kind of like a head to left field.
Okay.
How is it to have Santa as your uncle?
It's a crazy thing to have, right?
You can blame Mike for that one.
It's definitely makes you famous almost, right?
Right.
Yeah, but it's just a long family tradition that he's done for a long time. So it's fun. You never knew it growing up, but now it's funny to watch other. I still have younger cousins. We're like the weird middle age where I have older cousins and younger cousins by a far stretch. So it's fun to watch these little kids moving and stuff.
All right. And then the next one, you'll probably, if Matt Graham and Joe Pace are still on the stream, they'll probably give you some shit for this next one. Excuse my language, I'm sorry. How is it to have Joe Pace and Matt Graham as your coaches?
Well, Joe knows a lot about the game. I mean, he's been through every minor leaguers, they take him almost, right? He plays one in almost every league he's playing in, at every level. So, I mean, stats speak for themselves. You can't just watch a guy and say, oh, that guy's good. But when he proves it, then and again, there's something there. He's got something in him. So it's good to have him as our leader and pushes him in the right direction. And same with Matt, you know, they've always had success with him. He's had success, so he knows the game. And they have a couple of years on me, right? So they got a little more experience in life and whatnot. So they helped me through that.
And who's the better coach?
So you gotta smile.
I think that's the best answer if you don't want to be your.
To be honest, we kind of expected that.
Put me in the ring of fire.
If you have anyone to blame, just blame us.
Okay, that's fine.
Send them.
You guys got it. No second questions there.
That's what that is. That's the answer we figured you were gonna. Yeah, we were. That's what he's gonna, you know.
On to our next question. That won't get you as much crossfire.
Last Friday, and they were kind of showing it on the replay on the television about us, the Port Huron Northern PH game.
Yep.
What were your thoughts on that?
It's been the first one I haven't followed in a long time, and I got 6 years out of high school. So the first 5 years I kind of followed. I went for one maybe the year after I was out, but I'm not really rivalry isn't home true to me. With football, I go to all the hockey games and stuff, but the football game I'm not following, but I did hear Northern this year.
Yes.
So okay, not good, because I was born here. Yeah, that's what we figured.
But they're still both in playoff contention, which is good for them.
It's good, yeah, it's good for the area.
And most likely they'll be within the same region too, so that's going to be even better.
Yeah. Have a cross-town showdown in the playoffs.
Yes.
Well, we got our own right now. We all number this. Big red.
There we go.
Who won the game?
We got a show to make up.
We'll just bring Chris's girlfriend over here and we'll even
She's
it
not part
out.
of the show.
Even it up.
I do have my 4-year-old over there too, though. She'll just come up no matter what. So. Also, another side question too. With our constant talk about having a coney dog eating contest with Joe and Matt, would you be game to basically face the 3 hosts that have already agreed to do it?
I don't know. I might be a good commentator for that. I think I can do better at commentating than participating. Little guy, I don't need a lot. So I probably only get like 3 down, right? It'd be pretty tough to beat anybody else. I need 4.
All right. And then,
I can tell Joe that my best is Baker's best.
Yeah, see, not a chance.
if you did actually participate in it, who would you choose as your two teammates in it?
Well, I'd probably have to choose Brian Parsons because like Bill, both skinny guys, and like Paul Arnott. I think I'd be a
Right. We've already,
We've already touched on the 4 new teams.
with the 4 new teams though coming in, which one are you most excited to see come through McMorran?
I was playing. I don't know. Columbus is going to be interesting because they have a lot of guys from Carolina, so they're going to be good. With Jay Crew kind of running the show behind the scenes, he's got a lot of influence on the guys from there. You know, he's a really good guy to play for and with. So he's going to have a lot of influence to get good players there. So they'll be a really tough competition for us, and it'll be an exciting game every game.
And then, which arena are you most excited to actually go to this year to play in?
Columbus is, I've seen some pictures and that looks pretty cool. Danbury, they bought their team this year and they've done a few minor changes to it. So there's a couple new things there that'd be kind of fun to see. I haven't seen anything on Delaware's ring. I don't know anything about that, and I think I played in the Battle Creek arena when I was younger. Could be wrong.
From rumors, that's more of on top of your head too, with only having 1,500 seats. And yeah, and Battle Creek, when they actually do get excited about some stuff, they will basically burst your eardrums.
Well, that's nice to hear.
But
Yeah, way to psych them out, Chris.
but with us Eastern Upper Rowdies though, do you honestly expect anything less?
No. No, I do not.
And then, on the other hand, who are you the least excited about to play coming through McMorrin? Any team, really.
Any team coming here? I don't know. Mentor always gives us a tough time at home. I'm unsure why, but it always turns into either Bloody Sunday or just a chippy game that like close 1-goal games, 2-goal games. So they always get some tough time. That's maker and you got to fight twice in one game.
But with them, like, I believe it's like either a quarter or half of their roster last year was from St. Clair Shores.
Yeah, they did have a lot of local guys. Actually, Juliana played with a few guys in the summer league.
Right. Talking about that too, people that do come from other teams, like Giuliano's situation where he's coming from folded teams. It's are they more willing to work with you, or are they like upset about the situation?
I mean, it's out of your hands, really, so you can't really be upset about it. It sucks that you have to get out to join your teams, meet new guys, but it's not, they're not like really that upset about it. Because it's exciting, you're joining a new team, you just got picked up, you're still wanted, you want to continue playing with. So it's a little different than just being mad. It's more like disappointing, like, oh, you like it, there's not even an option. It's a little different than being upset.
Right. And on the other hand, who are you the least excited about to play against in other arenas?
Carolina is very great. They always, you can hear them yelling from the stands. You can ask Joe. He gets a lot of attention down there. They do not like him down there. Or that's what it seems. I think they like him.
But the same way in Danville.
Nick Robbins wants to know, are you going to drop the gloves this year?
If the opportunity presents itself, maybe, but I'm planning on it. Being at 5'6" or 60 pounds, it's not my best option. Like, really.
But you can really throw them off of that. Don't you?
I do have a few in my career, but what you call them?
Hey, you gotta shake them up somehow.
Just gotta show up.
Kevin Samuelson again, he says he's your biggest fan. Do you have any other words for him?
Just keep coming around, Kev. We really appreciate your support. We love seeing you down there bang on the glass during warm-ups and come on the bench sometimes. He did coach one game with us for a little bit. We made it out for warm-ups, and we really like to see him out there. Kind of brightens gets you a little lighter, gets you happy about things. So it lets you appreciate a lot of that.
On that note too, Joe wants us to get more people in the East Upper Rowdies. So what is your pitch to get more people up there rooting for you guys?
Well, we like hearing you guys. And in the last few years, I've heard it getting really quiet. So we have to kind of shake it up, get louder, maybe bring in some air horns or something. I don't know, do something. Get some more people in there. Bring your friends. Come down. Yell at the refs. I don't care what you do.
They limit offense some of the things we're allowed to do up there now.
Yeah.
Last year was more louder.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, we're not allowed to whistle. We're not allowed to.
Which I mean is understandable.
Why?
We don't want, them to hear a whistle and be like, oh, play's over.
Well, no, what I mean by whistle is you can't whistle or nothing like that.
I think that someone famous just walked in there.
Uh-oh.
Dalton Daisy.
Ooh, I got Dalton here. That threw me off my game. I'm sorry.
He's trying to hide from us. What's it like having Dalton Joe as a teammate?
He's a good guy, really good friend of mine on the team. We actually worked together for a little bit in the summertime. He has a good sense of humor. We have a lot of laughs together. It's pretty good.
Awesome. So, who would win in a fight then?
Dalton? I don't know. I think Dalton's got the reach on him, so I think he's got a little bit of advantage. But I think I might go with
Make sure, guys, put in your questions. We still have another at least 20 minutes of the show. So we'll be right back again, right after these messages.
Hey guys, this is Crystal from the Port Huron Prowlers. Back behind the scenes. I am looking for a set of fans or mini fans to help donate to the bus goods. We are looking for things like cases of water, fruit snacks, granola bars, nuts, chips, pretzels, anything that you can think of that is a fruit snack or any type of snack whatsoever. I'm wanting to include everybody in on this. We aren't going to do player adoptions this year. I want to get everybody involved. So, if you would like to be a part of that group and would like to donate things, please, please, please get in contact with me. The first bus trip leaves out next week, and I want to pack that bus. Thanks for joining, and find me on Facebook and send me that message. Bye, guys.
Have you tried?
No, I'm pretty busy.
Chris, your next partner.
It's tough to.
My thing is
At Big Boy, we've got lots of omelets all day, every day. Like the meaty meatloaf, savory southern, or hearty Denver.
Well, now they're in a different city.
It's your Big Boy.
I'm not being to eat supper that night. So we got that. I got in trouble for that.
wait till that gets
Well, not really. We got the big week wrestling tomorrow, guys. You're on wrestling.
Yeah. We're
Winging it, guys. We're winging it.
I can't believe I let myself.
I'm just saying, like,
That one was good.
that's one bad thing about it being like, what, half a minute off. So.
don't like Brian.
I know.
I got.
Well, we haven't played yet because we did play
Like wants
K
cold mac
after
and
kind of
cheese?
start. So.
I had to put it for it.
Some of mine was Chris's and you got too full.
All right, guys, we're about to go back live. And welcome back, guys.
Crystal asks, how does it feel not to be a rookie this year?
I don't have to do a lot of the little things anymore, so I like that. I don't have chores, I would say, around the room. So I don't have to worry about vacuuming the room or doing the laundry or taking out the garbage. You know, we don't have a staff that does that. So that's based on all the young guys and the rookies, first year guys. So it's nice to be able to, hey, make sure you do this today. I'm gonna head out, okay? It's nice to have that, and it's good to have a little experience, especially on the ice too. It's nice to know who not to try to upset, I guess, on the ice, because you know the guys around the league that they just have a little switch that's just a little shorter than everybody else's.
All right, and Robert, you said you
Who
had a
do you
question?
want to win the World Series this year?
I am not a baseball guy. I've watched probably 3 baseball games in the past 2 years. So I will wing it. Are the Mariners doing good this year? I'll pick them.
Not even in the playoffs. So.
Yankees and who's playing tonight?
It's
Houston. Yankees and
Verlander's
Houston are
on
playing
Houston
there.
right now.
9-4-1.
think
Houston can win.
I think it's St. Louis and Washington, and Washington's like a game away from reaching the World Series.
Same thing with Houston.
No, that shoes is tied 1-1.
Okay. You got a question, Mike?
Yeah, I got a question. Besides four, which position you rather play, defenseman or goalie?
Definitely not goalie. I'm not crazy. I have played defense actually in the past couple of years. Especially last year being short guys a lot. We really struggled to keep defensemen in our lineup with injuries, suspensions, and whatnot. I did actually play, I think, maybe 7 or 8, 9 games as defense. I didn't mind it, but definitely not goalie. My sister can have that.
Is she still playing at home?
No,
Or
she finished up her last year. Past season, she played for the Lady Ice Hawks, but she didn't play goalie. She played forward actually. Leading goal scorer on her team. Runs in the family, right?
Just proof coming from a goalie myself that we can do anything.
And we do encourage fan questions to be live at Big Boy here in Fort Gratiot too, if you want to join us for a broadcast.
And they do have their taco bars every Tuesday from 12 to 8. And starting literally right after 8 to close, they do have half-off appetizers. So, right now, dude, right now. We also have Billy saying, "Hey guys, bet in the house."
Oh yeah. Billy's a good guy.
He's definitely heard around the arena.
He's a very loud character.
So that's definitely one of the major people to really have on ice for that.
Yeah, well, he's a big help for that. He loves getting the crowd into it and everything, and he's good at it too. He likes to have fun with it.
Right.
As a team, what's your best rookie hazer?
Do we really want to hear this first?
Are you allowed to haze the rookies?
I don't know. I don't know if we're allowed to or if you just do it. No, we don't really do a lot. I mean, everyone's kind of just respect out of things. You know, guys have gone through the past. It's not what it used to be. There's no vets that are like, you have to do this, like untie my skates, do this, which I've had to do in the past. Not in pro level, but yeah, we don't really do a lot. We have a few parties and they have to dress up. I had to dress up as a girl one year and run around town and we were doing a scavenger hunt. I was in leggings and a fur coat for about 4 hours. That's what I had to do one year. But
Sounds more like a sorority than anything.
yeah, it wasn't fun. I've seen a lot of people that I didn't want to when I was dressed as a girl.
You should everybody think you know.
Probably at least 20 people.
Back to being the hometown guy. How is it to actually play professionally and up front of like your peers, people who you graduated with, especially with your family coming to the games constantly too? I know your mother and your sister are always at the games.
Yep. I don't think they've missed a home game yet my whole career. But it's awesome playing in front of guys that I grew up with. You know, we even played on some hockey teams with, whether it's here or in Colorado or even in Ontario. I have a few guys that come along. It's special. Everyone doesn't get the chance to do that. So it's definitely something that I'll cherish and be able to have my dad come watch me play. My mom now. My sister's at every game. I mean, she bought my jersey last year. So
Yeah.
Explain something.
That was-
I know.
That was your luck though.
I tried. It was. There's a lot of people that tried. Yeah. You can blame Ozo for that. He pulled the winning thing there.
Yeah. Also from Amanda, who is actually, I believe that's our Danville fan. She says we love you. So what?
She helps me out on the road. She buys me some catering and stuff when we're in Danville. If we don't have anything, she's really a very good person.
Yeah, she's
She is.
you know funny because when they come here to play, she's here to root for.
Yeah. Yep. Sometimes. She
And that's
sometimes doesn't make up her mind.
But it's nice to have those kind of connections on the road. Though.
Yeah, it's really nice to have it. The kids are in class. So, it's nice to have those kind of.
Right. So, fan-wise, who would actually be your best location to go to?
Well, here, obviously. Right? That is, I got a lot.
Well, metaphorically speaking.
Right. Right. But, actually, I have a big following in Carolina, just from going down there and meeting the people that work for the team. And some parents come down and Jane Clark, I don't know if you're watching. She lives from Virginia and drives down and watches every game in Carolina. So it's nice to have that down there too. It's an enjoyable place to go. When you go there, it's either warm or rain. So it's never snowing. It's nice to be there and have that support.
You just wait. Since Scott Brandon comes, it's going to be snowing now. Okay.
So, what do you think about the roller hockey for you?
It's interesting. I used to play roller hockey back in the day when I was I enjoyed it, did well at it. It's something that I actually picked up this summer. Matt gave the touch on that. Paul Arna down in Flint. We played this summer and we got wind of that coming. And at first we were like, oh, it's just like that other hockey league that got started in the summertime.
No one that we don't speak about anymore.
So that's what we first thought it was, like, okay, yeah, another one, here we go. But actually it's coming together. There's a lot of good people on board, actually. They're up front about everything. They're saying, look, this is what we have. It's an actual legitimate thing. There's teams that support us all over the place. So it's pretty cool to have that right here. It's something new and not really done. I mean, there's been close things done with roller hockey with it. So, I mean, this is like brand new for everybody. Right? Roller hockey. It'll definitely be a different.
And are you going to try out for that?
If I have the chance, yeah. Actually, I met the coach free agent camp, so they're watching us. So maybe he's trying to pick guys off from my team just to keep playing hockey all year. That'd be pretty cool. It'd be a good way to stay in shape and still playing, working on.
I mean, he is a former border cat, so.
What kind of snacks do you like to see on the bus?
Big, like, gummy guys, like Sour Patch Kids, anything that you can chew on, really.
Definitely something to keep your sugar levels high.
Yeah, my teeth falling out.
If there's going off of Crystal's question too. Besides food, is there anything that you'd like to see, like in your apartments or on the road, that you want to support on, or anything that you feel like to take?
Also, I don't live in player housing. I still live out of that. I haven't gotten into that one yet. We'll talk about that later on. Maybe in 35 years I'll play my house or something. But hanging out with the guys there, and they appreciate anything. It can be from toilet paper to paper towel to plates to silverware. Just anything that you would buy any first homeware, right? It's just the little things that you're like, oh shoot, now I need this. Oh, I gotta go get it now. It's just those little things. It's not really the big things. Like cases of water are nice, but more or less things too.
Right. And I know someone was just telling us where fans have really gotten into it this year, giving back. Thank you to the fans that have given to the team.
Yeah, it helps a lot. I was at the meet group last year. And you guys brought in stuff that was, I think it lasts pretty much the whole year, and it helped a lot of the guys that couldn't afford it.
Going based off of the meet and greet too, we have the season ticket holder pickup at the DoubleTree this year. Going based off of previous events like this, what should, especially from your experiences, what should fans expect at these kind of events?
I mean, it's cool. You get to hear the guys talk. So, we introduce ourselves, give you a little spiel on where we're from, where we play, what position we play, things like that. But you do get a little small talk after. We're not guys that are just like, okay, thanks for coming, see you later, we're leaving. We hang out for a little bit. We do like engaging with our fans. I mean, that's why we have jobs, right? We got it if we have to.
Especially being a worker out too, we definitely love to get into our hockey.
That's true.
Make sure, guys, to get your questions in if you do have them right now. There's only a few minutes left in this broadcast. Other than that, is there anything that you want to say?
We just always appreciate you guys' support, whether it's showing up to the games, helping us out on the road, getting the word out about us and stuff. Like, there's still a lot of people in Fort Huron that have no idea that hockey, which is great.
Right.
But you guys do an awesome job of getting that out there and making sure people know that we're here. We're excited. We appreciate everything. Like our fans do. That's the biggest thing.
Coming up this year, what should we expect out of you, or possibly are we going to see something special this year?
I mean, I would hope so. I hope I can at least contribute on the ice, off the ice, whatever it may be, to just have us in a successful spot at the end of the year. Whether it's making playoffs in 1 through 4, 1 through 8, or whatever they're doing, and ultimately coming back home with a cup or winning it here. Like anything that I need to do with that, I would be okay with doing just about anything to win. So it's gonna be a tough year, especially taking on an older guy role now with having lost, I think, about 7 guys.
Something like that, yeah.
7 or 8 guys that were older than me and played here longer than me. So it's better now that I've learned from them. I'll pass on to the newbies, right? So having young guys that are coming in now from junior college, it's nice to have a little more experience and being able to not tell them what to do, but lead them in the right direction.
And it's definitely losing a little bit of heart though, because we lost Oswald. I believe it was to Danbury, I believe.
He's in
Columbus, okay. So I was completely wrong with that. That was Cossack to Danbury. So it's people like that though. How does that affect you feeling more of a role?
It just from the depth chart perspective, and you move up as soon as you lose a guy in front of you. So no matter if it's the bottom guy we lose, we have to replace him. If we lose a top end guy, everyone just climbs the ladder a little bit until someone else comes in. So I'm losing a lot of forwards, especially Mopkins. He's a great player, a great offensive player. He had 20 goals last year. That's 20 goals that we need this year. So someone's got to step up.
And for the new players, what is your what do you want to say to them to make them more confident about playing in Fort Huron?
It's a great time to play in. A lot of towns they go to in this league are a lot smaller than ours. The atmosphere isn't as great. It's a great place to play. Our rink is probably one of the best in the league, if not top 3. But it's just something. It's a big tradition here. Easily find a tradition rather than going to places like Delaware with a team in this league. Or now Mentor is established with Battle Creek. There's no tradition here. You're starting your own, so it's kind of a create your own atmosphere. Out here we have a winning atmosphere. We've won in the past multiple times as a Fort Huron organization. Not just us, but the flags and whatnot. So it's definitely nice to have a winning tradition with the young guys.
And make sure any last minute questions before we go up there, please get them in for Austin. On that note too, it's is there anything that you would love? How do I word that question? You have some questions in your mind that you just definitely don't want to, but you don't know how to word them.
Right.
Yes, it does.
What are you trying to ask?
Just basically what he wants. What do you want to see on the ice, or what do you want to see in the stands, basically?
Just a lot more people, right? You always want to see a lot more fans this game, and game after game, more and more. It makes it more exciting, and then when you come out more, you see sometimes like, oh great, okay, this is gonna be fun. It's really quiet tonight, you're gonna make the atmosphere. But when you come out and the bar's full, you can't even hear yourself think. It's awesome. It just gives you that little extra step in your game. What's your favorite refs? Refs in our league? I don't have any favorite refs.
I don't either.
Linesmen's a different story. The linesmen are good guys.
But we do have Gowdy that switches lines, though.
Yeah, he sometimes forgets where the blue line is.
Ooh, Gowdy's calling you out, bro.
Who's better, Mario Lemieux or Sidney Crosby?
It's two different areas, so it's hard to say if Crosby is better than Lemieux and the other way around because the game is just different. You know, you got goalies that were playing stand-up style back then. You could shoot it right next to him and be like, oh, I guess the puck went in the net. But now it's like you have a hybrid style. He goes down and stands up sometimes. So you know, now you're guessing where to shoot. But then you really flip it in the corner here and it's going in there. So it's a little different, but in its own right, they're both great in their era. Or one of the best. I mean, Lemieux, I mean, he had what, 3 goals in his first game?
Somewhere around there.
Scored on his first shot. I mean, Crosby having 100 points his rookie year. It's tough to say that one's better than the other, but they're both legends of the game.
Yes. You definitely have something to put in, especially the Penguins' history, too.
Yeah, and Lemieux coming back when Sid was still playing, when he was still young, actually.
Yeah.
I think he was 21 when Mario came back and bought the team.
Yeah.
So, I mean, go from playing to playing forward, Mario is probably an unbelievable experience. He's just such a person that you look up to if you want to be in any organization.
That's definitely, especially with advice, too.
Oh, yeah.
That's amazing. Is there anything you need to get off your mind to our fans before we go off there?
I don't think so. I don't think I got it. You guys are just awesome.
With that, since we have no more questions, thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll be back next week, October 22nd. We will air at 7 p.m. Unfortunately, it is during the season ticket holder that party, but definitely tune in for later. We might have a little surprise. Thank you. And good night. All right. Cool.
Yeah, I can't say that. You know, different areas.
Yeah, it's
just
so
like
hard.
You know, how did somebody broke something? So I can fight back when they had like 40 games in a season or whatever. You know, they did it. You know, they deserve it less time. You know, records should be set a little bit different, I think.
I'll tell you how you answer that
Every
question.
10 years,
You say Yarmy Yarder and you'll be fine.
There we go.
Not only is he a South Carolina fan, he's also a Pittsburgh fan. So
Pittsburgh.
You know, they're my state sponsors.
His signing bonus was a team jacket. That's
Right.
all I wanted.
You know,
Not $10 million.
you know, they played for the love of the game still back then.
Yeah.
And that's unfortunate. Now guys are waiting out contracts. It's kind of for ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's definitely hard.
Like, you know, but you gotta let people get on that stuff. I'm, you know, like, to me, when it comes to records and who's better, it all depends on, like, the type of era.